Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to or welcome back to Marion K Tarot. This is going to be a reading for the month of May 2025. How are you? What you been up to, Scorpio? Are you enjoying Taurus season? May the sun being in your opposite sign. So many questions I have for you, Scorpio. Right, okay, so this month what we're going to be doing is we are going to be pulling an oracle card from the Sacred Symbols Oracle deck by Marcella Kroll, who I believe is a Scorpio. So go and check it out. We are also going to be using the rather fabulous, rather kitsch, very pink, very shiny, very holographic version of the Rider-Waite-Smith that I have recently purchased. And it's plastic and it's very strange, but it's fun. So let's see. Let's get into it proper, Scorpio, shall we? Because the Scorpios in my life, of which there is many, I seem to be collecting yous again, which is always interesting. There has been some big changes. There has been some big things going on. How is the Mars Pluto opposition for you? It was squaring you as well as squaring Taurus. It's been a fun wild ride, hasn't it? Right. Let's see what's happening. Can I have an oracle card, please, for Scorpio for May 2025? Right. Oh, Scorpio. Ooh, jealousy. This, incidentally, this has been a theme that's been coming up for you. When I have been doing my full and new moon one card readings, see on over in my Instagram. If you don't follow me there, please do so if you're on it at Marion K Tarot. But it's been a theme that's been coming up in your cards whereby there has been you exuding jealousy and you having to come to terms with your own shadow, to be perfectly honest with you, Scorpio. It's been a bit wild. It feels like there's been quite a bit that has been, I hate to use the word triggering, okay? I feel it's an overused word, but I can't think of anything else to describe it. But over the last wee while and during May, and I remember this is for May, there feels like there will continue to be things that set your teeth on edge. There will be, you'll maybe read things on social media, or you'll maybe have conversations, or you'll hear things like through the grapevine that really basically bring out the green-eyed monster in you, Scorpio, and it's never nice. I mean, I'm a Taurus, so I understand that, it's like I am fluent in Scorpio language, and I understand that there's various definitions of jealousy. Okay. You can be jealous of somebody and because of what they have, or you can be jealous of somebody because of what they're doing. Or you can just be jealous because it's like people just are they're not having, they've got something that you either want or you wish you had, or they're doing something and it's setting you off. Okay. But what I want to say to you, Scorpio, is right. Think about it from your point of view. Okay. Why, ask yourself this question, right? Why is it that you are feeling those feelings of jealousy, right? Because the jealousy is a manifestation of something that's going on in you. And it feels like, so let's break this down, okay? Because for me, I have only really felt proper jealousy once in my life. Okay. And I admit to it because because it was basically a situation where somebody's life was a way that I wanted mine to be, right? And it was because of there was a lot of similarities between me and this person. Were relationship status, basically that's what it was. And they were able to be very open and very, like, about their relationship. And I was in a relationship where I, just because of circumstances, I wasn't able to be that way, and I really wanted to be, and the person I was with really wanted to be, but we couldn't, because just circumstances. And I remember just being so jealous at this other couple. And I was just like, it's so unfair. And I was saying to my partner at the time, I was like, it's so unfair. I really, and it would eat me up inside. But then I looked at the situation and I was like, do you know what? Actually, it's like jealousy is like drinking a bottle of poison and expecting the other person to die, right? And that's to me, it's like, I remember, and I'm sure it was round about that time in my life that I heard that phrase, I heard that quote, and it had such an impact on me, and it made me realise that, what, see, if I want something, then I can go and get it myself, and it forced me to look at myself. It wasn't the person's fault, that their life circumstances were different from mine. I had chosen my life and I had made the decisions. So it's like, if these things really upset you and trigger you and annoy you, Scorpio, then detach yourself from it. Okay, because it's not that person's fault. Right? It is not that person's fault. And if you have got an issue with it, then look at why it's making you feel the way you feel, because you'll find the answer inside. Okay. Now, I did not expect to waffle on that long about that card, but I think probably some of you needed to hear that, so we just go with it. Now, let's see. There's some cards, please, for Scorpio. Oh, see what I mean? Oh, look, now you're showing up. Well, we're not taking all of them, Scorpio. As much as I love you, we're not going to be here all day. I've got a full schedule of readings today, so we're not doing that. Okay. Right, let's have a look and see. Cards for Scorpio, please. Alright, we have got Judgment. Oh, there's your other card ruled by your modern day ruler, Pluto. Oh, there you're showing up for yourself. Six of Cups. Four of Swords. Hierophant. Hi, Taurus. The Emperor. Hello. Oh, and the Knight of Wands. Oh, my. Okay, so what a bottom row. Wow. And at the bottom of the deck, what have we got? We have got the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. That is Virgo energy. Right, now. Where are we saying here? So you can see all of that. Get my trusty wee bit of selenite. Okay. I think having Judgment here, I mean, you've got three major arcana, pot them out here, and you've got pretty big hitting court cards, and it feels intense. Well, of course it does, because it's Scorpio, didn't I mean, it's you lot. What feels interesting is, that Judgment And in fact, it is ruled by Pluto. And it's everything that I said about this jealousy card, it feels very pertinent. Okay. And it feels like, now remember, the sun is in Taurus, so that is your opposite sign. And it's almost like you're in this shadow period right now. I mean, you know, Scorpio, you're always in the shadows. You know, it's where you live. You know, it's almost like your happy place. Um, but what's really interesting, and it's like over the month of May, it feels like the judgment aspect, and I really feel like the emotion of being a judging people, it kind of goes hand in hand with jealousy. You know, it can be this real, and I think for some of you, and if some of you are sitting watching this, right, and this is what you're feeling, it's try and have some compassion for yourself. Okay, I'm offering you compassion. Like that Six of Cups, you know, like the energy of the Six of Cups, whereby it's like the Sun and Scorpio. Um, there's an offering here. There's an offering of kindness. And maybe you just need to show yourself some kindness, Scorpio. You know, acknowledge the feelings that you're feeling. Um, but work out why you're feeling them. I think that's the thing, you know, it's like we really need to try and find out, because you're tired, Scorpio. You know, it feels like you're tired of the same thing. Right, what you're thinking is, right, this is what it feels like to me. Okay, so if you're on this journey, to me it feels like whatever it is that is causing you to be jealous, there isn't actually any need for you to be jealous. Okay, but in order to almost like comfort yourself when you're in that mindset, it's like you're choosing to judge others around you. Okay, is some kind of appeasement to the feelings of jealousy. And that isn't a nice place to be, Scorpio. It really isn't. Let's be honest here, you know. And it's causing you this anguish and this rage, like carrying around this rage. And it's going to eventually just eat away at you. Remember what I said about the drinking the poison and expecting the other person to be harmed? That's what it feels like. So what have we got here? You know, it's like what can you do? Well, we've got two very strong teachers here. We've got the Hierophant and we have got the Emperor. Okay? Now, it feels like the root cause of this jealousy is you feeling threatened. This is what it feels like. But it's something that's threatened. It's in your mind, you know, because it's like whatever is going on in the other thing, whatever you have decided to latch yourself onto. Right, now, me and you, we both know, Scorpio, let's talk about this, right? There is a significant part of you at times that latches onto something and becomes a bit obsessed by it, right? And it consumes your every waking moment. You know, it's like it's always in your mind, always, always, always in your mind, and it's circling round and circling round. And you feel like you need to fight it. Okay, you need to fight whoever is, or whoever or whatever the situation is. And honestly, Scorpio, you don't have to do that, right? Just let it go. Let them let it go. You learn the lessons about yourself, these deep internal lessons about you, about how you can grow and how you can strategize for yourself. Okay, so it's like, see if there's people on social media who you find it, and I mean, I've done this, okay, and it's like there's some people that you come across and they just rub you up the wrong way, right? They do. They just rub you up the wrong way, and you see their thing and you're like, oh, fuck, what are they saying, right? What they talking about now? And you're just like, ugh, can't be bothered with them. So you scroll past them, okay? But you know what I do now? See if I see something like that, I unfollow. I unfollow, I block, I stop them from seeing my stuff. Like whatever it is, that's what I do. And it makes for a much happier existence. And please take regular breaks from social media, from whatever these things are, get into nature. It's Taurus season. Everything's coming to life if you're in the northern hemisphere, that is. Southern hemisphere, you maybe get a chance to actually enjoy the sunshine without being burnt to a crisp. So like think about that, but use this energy instead of it being energy to destroy you. Let it be energy to like bring you back to life. Let it be energy. Harness the energy for the projects that you're passionate about. Okay, the projects that you love. Because the thing is, right, it's like here's the thing, right? Think about restaurants, right? I'm a Scorpio. Fuck no. I'm a Taurus, so it's going to be always about food, right? So think about all the restaurants that there is. Think about every convenience. I mean, think about, I don't know, like a lot of different clothing brands, all the different like computer brands. There's all different ones, and everybody's got a different budget because everybody does something just slightly different. So whatever it is that's going on with you, don't give into it. Don't you do you, Scorpio. You make your whatever, your project, your life, your existence uniquely yours, because that's what you can do, Scorpio. Okay? So take good care over the month of May. I will catch up with you in the weekly readings, general weekly readings. And if you want to work with me after that kind of tailing off, that tough love, but I know you can handle it. The details are in the description box. Okay, my darlings. Bye bye.